The biggest difference between coaching, training, mentoring, managing, therapy, counseling, guiding, teaching, etc., is that pure coaching in its absolute pure form is about not giving any advice. Now, I know that sounds possibly quite strange or crazy, but a pure coach, somebody who is benchmarked at international standards, is able to help somebody to help themselves, is able to lead, guide, motivate, inspire, empower without telling someone what to do. Now, that is pure coaching. InnerLifeSkills coaching will teach you pure coaching, international ICF accredited benchmarked core competencies. Now, many of our clients, many of our students combine pure coaching with what we call blended coaching, because their jobs require that they give advice, that they tell people what to do. We have medical professionals, we have nutrition experts, we have fitness professionals, psychiatrists, psychologists, leaders, CEOs, parents, school teachers, etc., all using our skills in a blended form. What the blended form enables you to do is to take your expertise where you are truly equipped and qualified and perhaps even licensed to give advice, but to also have a coaching skill set so that you can help people to help themselves through the process. I found as a trainer and as a consultant, my consulting and training skills were taken to the next level because of learning to coach. Now I blend the two when I'm training, and I blend the two when I'm consulting. But if I need to coach in a pure form, which I often do, I set aside the giving advice, the telling what to do, and I coach in a pure way. Pure coaching has many advantages, by the way. First of all, if you're not giving advice, it means that as a pure coach, you can help anyone. You can coach a brain surgeon because you're not telling a brain surgeon what to do. You can help them to find their own best path, to excavate from their inner life skills, inner wealth, to find their inner wealth, to actually overcome their inner obstacles. And unbelievably, you can do this without giving a stitch of advice. You can coach athletes, you can coach people outside of your realm of expertise, which is why it is really valuable to learn pure coaching. As a pure coach, that means that your scope of who you can coach has suddenly widened. You don't need to be an expert in the field of the person that you are coaching, because you're helping them to help themselves in a professional way. The other reason why it is helpful to learn pure coaching is that there's no liability. As we know, every piece of advice we give, we are liable for. But as coaches, when we're coaching in a pure way, there's no advice giving. We're not telling somebody what to do. We're actually helping them to find their own best solutions, to dig inside of themselves, to shift perspectives. We're taking them through, for example, one of 52 different coaching games that InnerLifeSkills teaches you. And when you're facilitating somebody through a coaching game or a thinking exercise, they're coming up with their insights. They're having aha moments. They're motivating themselves. And you're doing this without telling them what to do, which means that they're giving themselves their own best advice, which means there's no liability on your part. A third very excellent reason to learn to coach purely is, of course, that you don't carry people. Many well-meaning, good hearts out there are trying to help others by carrying them. You end up carrying the emotional burden, the mental exhaustion of other people's problems and other people's challenges. Even the managers and leaders that we train in these skills are so grateful to learn how to coach their teams so that they're not just telling what to do all the time, that they're actually truly empowering others to help themselves. Using our inner life skills well metaphor, if you're carrying other people, you're giving them your water from your well. You can actually dry out your well that way. You can exhaust yourself. You can have burnout. But if you're helping people to build their own wells, you're truly empowering. You're truly growing people into their full potential. And that means that you're not carrying the load anymore. The International Coaching Federation qualifies a master coach as somebody who can create a partnership. And Inner Life Skills, pure coaching, is truly about building partnerships where you are able to create a partnership with another person and you're not actually a plus and they're a minus. You're not actually carrying them. So that's the third important reason to learn pure coaching. If after you learn pure coaching, you blend it and you follow a blended coaching path, that's absolutely perfectly fine. Many of our clients actually do that. We train financial planners, CEOs, client-facing consultants in large international organizations. We also train life coaches, executive coaches, business coaches to coach in a pure way, and then often they blend it with mentoring, training, consulting, counseling, etc. Because when you've got a coaching skill set and your inner life skills toolbox, you can draw on this whenever you need, and you can also draw on your expert advice and expertise whenever you need. So I hope that helps you to understand what the differences are between coaching and other methodologies, and how pure coaching is not the same as the other methodologies but works very, very well with other methods.